about UCLA's defense? Like, what kind of things stand out?
They're very sound. They got good 11 players. We got good 11 players, so it's just going to be a dogfight the whole game.
Anything about any players that they have that you notice that are impressive or that
they got a good nickel. They got a good secondary. I feel like their backers are good. Like I said, they got a good 11 players.
Without having Ladarius like the last couple games, how do you think the offensive line has kind of sort of functioned for you?
Really, it's just the next man up. Like I've been saying the last couple of weeks, when your number call, you just gotta be ready to go make plays. I'm comfortable with whoever's up there blocking. You know, that's the reason why we got scholarship players, and that's the reason why we got guys that's second on the depth chart, third on the depth chart. They can do things that everybody else can do. But when you have a role, you just gotta play that role. So.
Hitting 4,000 career rushing yards last game, do milestones like that mean anything to you?
I mean, not at the moment when you think about it, but when people bring it up to you, you kind of reflect on your journey, especially this being my last year. So I try not to think about it too much, but I try to appreciate the things because I don't try to be all into myself type deal, and but definitely blessed and fortunate just to have milestones like that. So yeah, I appreciate that.
Being in your last year, are you more focused on enjoying the moment?
Oh, definitely. I'm sorry, but yeah, I've just been in the moment and just living every moment that I wake up and have. So yeah, definitely.
You had the most carries in the Pac-12, which always had a huge workload.
Me?
Yeah.
I do?
Yeah.
That's surprising. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, more than Charbonnet and more than U.S. Dye.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah. So, okay, I guess what does that mean? I mean, you've always kind of.
Shit, I thought Charbonnet would have it or something. I don't even know. I just run the ball. I just try to make plays, man. Look, I'm not into the stats and stuff, but I didn't know that.
I think you have about 15 more maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know you're not, obviously, you guys aren't physically going up against another. You're not trying to tackle him. He's not trying to tackle you. But when you go up against, have another running back on the other sideline like Charbonnet, I mean, does it, not that you're not focused or pumped for the game, but does it do a little more for you?
No, not really. I'm just focused on getting the win. He's a good back, but I'm, focused on the Sun Devils and Sun Devils only. So we just need to get to 1-0 every week.
Not that you're small, but you're not the biggest running back, right? So what do you think, what are the things that have enabled you to have so much durability throughout your career?
I just say just staying healthy, being in the training room, knowing, how to run the ball. You got to, know your, awareness on the field, where you are on the field. It just comes down to just, like I said, just because I feel like when you're a vet, the game kind of slows down for you, and the important things of college football, and how to go about certain things, and just taking care of yourself and your body, and just being in a great headspace mentally. So when you just take care of those things, you find yourself in a better position to be successful throughout the year.
Going from the Mountain West to Pac-12 is obviously a step up in competition, but your stats are remarkably similar: yards per carry, yards, all that stuff. How do you think what do you think you've done that's enabled you to be so successful at this level?
Preparation. I feel like my off season was much better this year, just as far as just preparing and like I said, and even just knowing that the situation I was getting myself into this year, as far as being on the bigger stage in the pack, is I wanted to push myself more, and be even more ready just to display my talent, and be able to show people what I can do. And with that all comes preparation, and a lot of prayer, and believing in God that things will take care of itself when I just do my part, and have faith in Him. So definitely preparation was a big part, and and taking care of my body was another as well.
What did you do differently this off season?
Really, I just pushed myself more in the weight room. I definitely did a lot of more film study. Done a lot of film study on myself, to things that I could have got better on in the previous years, to make me more explosive on the field. And and just, you know, honing on the things that I wasn't good at, just as far as sharpening my game and making myself more versatile.
What were some of those things?
Just being able just to, you know, just to know defensive more well and be more familiar with just different schemes and, you know, just sharpening on things that I needed to work on as to be more of a complete running back.
Being one of the older guys in the locker room, with a team like UCLA, the top 10 in the AP poll, do you sense any anxiety among the younger guys, or what's it like then?
It's just it's another game for us. You know, we're not, you know, scared of nobody. The rankings don't matter to us, you know, because they put the pads on just like we do. You know, we're all football players at the end of the day. There's, you know, that none of that matters. It's just about, you know, who's going to, you know, put their best foot forward and who's going to, you know, it comes down to execution. Well, it's just they're guys like we are, so they're going to put the pads on. You know, they're going to line up across us the same time we're going to do to them. So just come down to execution.
After having a game under your belt, what has been your initial impression of the more up-tempo offense? I
kind of like it. I do. It kind of wear down other defenses, just, you know, so they don't get like to do a lot of substitution. And I feel like, you know, just having the up-tempo offense, you know, really keep certain players off the field. You know, if coaches are paying attention to it or whatever the case is, but just being able just to, you know, even for us just to play at a faster pace and faster tempo.
Does it help you stay in rhythm when you get in back-to-back running plays, like in that, you know, no-huddle style offense?
I'm sorry?
Does this like help you stay in rhythm when you're in that no-huddle offense?
Oh, it do. Yeah, definitely. So.
Anyone on the Bruins front seven that has stood out to you in sort of the preparation, like to watch out for that one player?
53 is a good linebacker. They have a couple D linemen, but they rotate a lot, so it's kind of hard to get that gist of, you know, who's going to be that dominant player. But definitely they definitely have a good front seven. But like I said, they have good players too, and we have good players as well. You know, they have good secondary players. They're all around. You know, they're athletic on the defensive side. So it's just going to come down to us executing.
So how does that sort of impact your preparation when you know there's just going to be a whole bunch of different guys out there across from you? Is that like hurt your preparation at all, or how do you change anything?
Just come to execution, man. Just practicing and doing what we do best, and, you know, that's staying ahead of the chains and, you know, not shooting ourselves in the foot, taking, you know, negative plays. So just staying ahead of the chains and, like I said, come down to execution.
Now that you're 5 games into conference play, what are the biggest differences that you've seen between Pac-12 and the Mountain West level?
It's the tempo. The tempo here is really faster. The guys are more athletic here. I would say, you know, the tempo and the pace and the players here is definitely what, you know, was different from the Mountain West. So, and, you know, like I said, I'm appreciative to be in this conference and just to, you know, compete with these guys at the highest level. So it's pretty good.
Is that why you have to do more film work and be able to read the game faster and stuff?
That's not why, because, you know, I always want to, you know, I want to be the best. And, you know, when you want to be the best, you got to, you know, do more than what the average player does. So, you know, and when you hear great players and you know what they say, you know, you have to do more than what the average football players will do. So if you have to, you know, push yourself more to do extra things on and off the field, then that's what you just gotta do.